Hello, I'm Brenda Murray. I'm the Communications Director of Urban Sketchers, and I'm going to be talking today with Nelson Paciência and Inma Serrano. Nelson is from Lisbon and Inma is from Sevilla, and they just returned from a wonderful trip in Portugal during March 26th to the 30th, and that was sponsored by Sketch Tour Portugal, which is the Portuguese tourism board. So, hi Nelson, hi Inma.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Great.
Good? Good.
Yeah.
So you had a wonderful trip. Inma, please tell me, where did you go in Portugal? Where did you travel?
We traveled around the center of Portugal from Lisbon. We started in Lisbon, just in the airport. And then we've been to Caldas da Rainha, to Óbidos, and to
Peniche.
to
Peniche.
Nelson, help me please.
Peniche.
Tomar.
No, before Tomar, we went to Peniche.
Peniche.
Remember?
Yes.
Peniche.
Yes, Peniche.
And then
Tomar.
we went to the Física Beach before we went to Tomar.
To Física Beach. Then we went to Batala too, to the monastery,
Yeah.
and we finished in Alcobaça.
That's right.
Wonderful. That sounds like a wonderful trip. Was that your first time in Portugal?
For me, no. I've been many times in Portugal, but this is the first time I've been in that places.
Okay. And how is your Portuguese?
Bad, very, very bad. Nelson knows.
Nelson is laughing. Nelson is laughing.
Obrigado.
A few words.
A few words, okay. Obrigado. I know obrigado. Obrigada.
Good. Wonderful. So,
Come on, Inma. You know more than that.
Yes, I know. But
Bom dia.
Bom dia, verdad, sí. Ginginha. I know Ginginha.
Very nice. And so, Nelson, were you already familiar with the places that you traveled to, or were they new for you as well, some of them?
No, they weren't, because the first city where we went was the city where I was born.
Oh, wow.
42 years ago, which was Caldas da Rainha. Despite that, I was not in Caldas da Rainha probably 10 years or more. So it was not the first time for me in those cities, but I discovered those cities again, except Alcobaça, because Alcobaça, my wife is from Alcobaça, so I'm there every 2 weeks. So the last city where I was the most, the one that I was more familiar with.
Oh, okay, wonderful, great.
It was raining very, very much in Alcobaça. It was raining.
Oh,
it was a very, very.
Inma, it was where we got exhausted on the floor.
Yes. We fell down the floor.
okay.
We died. Did you saw the pictures, Brenda?
Not yet. I'm looking forward to them. And I hope you have your sketchbook handy, Nelson, because I'm going to ask you to hold up your sketchbook to show me. Okay, good.
Okay.
So I'm hearing a theme. Some of the other sketchers that I talked to through the Sketch Tour Portugal program also sketched until they dropped on the floor.
Yes.
Very grueling, but really exciting and fun trip, I understand. What was the highlight for you, Inma?
I don't know, maybe, because there are a lot of the best moment was the last one, I think.
Okay.
It was.
Yes.
Me
the
too.
photograph in the floor. That was the best one. But there were a lot of places very, very beautiful. I think I love the moment when we were sketching in Batala inside the monastery, and it was rainy very much.
Yes, raining a lot.
Oh, wow. Beautiful.
And it was the sun shining and rainy at the same time.
Yeah.
So it was very, very beautiful, this view. This moment was special.
Lovely. Wonderful.
In
Excellent.
the same place.
Very nice. Was there a
Yes.
theme to this trip?
Sorry?
Was there a theme to your trip?
No, but the cities where we were cities, the last three cities are cities with monasteries. So it's impossible not to be completely connected with this kind of subject.
Wow.
We had a monastery in Tomar, in Batalha, and then Alcobaça. They are small cities with, I don't know, maybe 10,000 people, not more than that, 15.
Okay, cool. So really a theme of monasteries went through all your sketches. Do you have a couple more you can show us?
Drawings?
Yeah.
Well, I'll show you my favorites. This one was done in Tomar.
Ooh, nice.
Cloister, I don't know, spell it. This drawing was done in Tomar as well. It was in the day where we were filmed. You remember, Inma?
Yes, I had this one in Tomar, inside the claustro.
Wow.
Here.
Wow. Cool angle. Very nice.
When Inma was doing that drawing, I was doing this.
Yes, the one with the window. Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful.
It's a very famous window
Yes, it is.
because of the architecture.
You know, Brenda, we start the Sketch Tour Portugal with a duel.
The portrait. Yes, we did.
Ah, wonderful. Excellent. I love
This
it.
one. This is Nelson's.
A sketching duel.
Very serious, like a
Oh.
man, a serious man.
I look like an actor.
Yes.
And Nelson can be very serious. I've noticed that. Oh, that's great. It sounds like you had a wonderful time. Did you learn something from each other? Can you share what you learned from each other?
From Nelson, I'm always learning from Nelson. He teach me a lot of things, especially Portuguese and.
Yeah,
and
but you didn't learn. I was so upset with that.
No, I didn't learn. I learned everything.
In Portuguese? In Portuguese? Come on.
In Portuguese, because you are always speaking Spanish.
Yeah. You're right. Next time I will speak Portuguese all the time.
Yes, please.
Interject here. I actually was talking more about sketching. If you learned anything about sketching from each other.
Well, in that case, I was the one that learned a lot. But first of all, let me tell you, Brenda, I met Inma 5 years ago.
Okay.
And it was fantastic, and we were together, I think, probably 4 or 5 times, and it's always great. And this time was 5 days in a row, just ourselves. It was great.
Always laughing.
We ended like this. Game over. You cannot imagine how fun it was doing this inside Alcobaça Monastery.
Okay.
Because we did a scene, and everyone in the monastery was completely surprised about this. So fun.
Excellent. And what about you, Inma? Did you learn something from Nelson besides Portuguese?
I'm always learning from Nelson.
Okay.
He's very, 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 very good, I think, in his subject. He's a very, very good sketcher because he's an architect, but he doesn't seem an architect. Right. He seems a painter or something like that. So.
And do you have a sketching tip that you could share?
About the trip or in general?
A sketching, like a really good idea, tip that you learned about sketching.
About the sketching in general?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You first, Inma.
Because
I have something, but you first.
Attention, they like to learn something. So is there something that you could quickly share, like a sketching idea or tip, a secret, your sketching secret?
For me, it's important that you don't say this is not good.
Yes.
When you are drawing, because something that is not good can be a very, very good sketch.
Right.
So maybe when something is not like you expect, when you're drawing, continue and don't worry about that.
Okay.
Don't worry about mistakes and things like that, because at the end, you can say that this is a very good sketch sometimes when you are not really happy with the process.
Right, right. Okay. And how about you, Nelson? Do you have a sketch?
I have a tip. It's something that I do often, which is I think a bit before I start drawing.
Mhm.
I think about what I want to do and what I'm feeling in that moment. So the thing that I like to say when I'm drawing is I'd like to absorb things before I start sketching. And
Okay.
at some point, if I do this, I lose the control of the drawing, which is something amazing. I really like the feeling of not being under control.
Okay.
The drawing it's the one that is controlling me, and
Yeah.
that happens not all the time. It happens in that drawing that Inma was telling about in Batalha, where it was raining a lot, and I was listening into the rain, and and it was incredible. It was not me that was drawing. My hand was commanded by someone else. I don't know. I cannot explain.
Cool.
The spirit of Batala.
Yeah.
The ghost.
Probably. When you are in a place that was being built for more than 100 years,
Yeah.
you cannot imagine what were the things that happened inside.
Yes.
So it's a privilege.
It is. Yeah. That's so cool. Wonderful. And so now we're going to see your beautiful country again during the symposium in Portugal coming up. And you, Nelson, are the host. That's a lot of responsibility.
It is. It's the last time I do such a thing.
Well, we're very much looking forward to it, and thank you so much for chatting with me today. And if you could share some of your sketches with me, and we will post some of the sketches in Drawing Attention and share them with everyone.
Okay. Can I send you the picture where myself and Inma are laying down on the floor with the over?
Absolutely.
I will.
Please.
All right. Okay, well, thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you, Brenda. Let me try to find the drawings that was in Óbidos.
Okay, beautiful. I will actually take the sketch and I'll share it in Drawing Attention. I promise.
Okay.
I have to say Portugal is the future.
Okay, I know.
It is.
They're taking over the world.
Yes, the center of the world.
Yes. All right, thank you so much, you guys, for chatting with me.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, Brenda.
Bye.
Bye.